all a bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me. Fucking fingers. I say that's the bad guy.
Because you lost me as a friend don't mean you gained me as an enemy. I still want to see you eat me. Just not at my table.
An image is self-described. Well, you have to wait till I'm done with the question. I don't have to wait till anything, honestly. I mean, this guy right here may tell me that I have to wait, but personally, I don't have to do nothing.
Oh, fuck. I wish I could tell y'all what's on my mind right now, but y'all gonna think I'm mean.
You got me a pack of cigarettes? I got money.
Alright, I'll shoot.
Alright.
Alright.
But it's his life though. Thank you.
I'm working on dying.
Hey, I went through a drought, she really love me. I'm a bad bitch, I buy a pint of water, you hear me? Copy. Yo, hey, I went through a drought, she really love me. I'm a bad bitch, a purse, so I buy a pint of water. I made an empire all by myself. I was legendary by the time I met guys. He bad my money with the cards I'm dealt. Love straight trucks, feel I'm beating everybody. Told them I'm New York, cause I'm in a bitty. 2016 ends in a big body. It's not money spent now, we just plan where to go. But I gotta find myself. Wanna give me all to you, but I gotta find myself. 2 perk 30s I melt. 5% feel like John Cena with the belt. Niggas ain't seeing me. Ho can get the Addy to a BNB. How you find trust when there's too many people? Risk your life for some niggas that leave. Bitch keep crying, say I'm MIA. I already know full shit my way. But I gotta find myself. Risk your life for some luck and be replaced. Free band tune, who can put me in my place. I was paranoid, niggas just tryna race. Whole leg short, hit a whole red key. Only finesse you if you let me. Niggas ain't seeing me. Ho can get the Addy to a BNB. I gotta find myself. Wanna give me all you. I gotta find myself. 5% feel like John Cena with the belt. I went through a drought, so you really love me. I'm a bad bitch, a purse, so I buy a pint of watt. I made an empire all by myself. I was legendary by the time I met guys. He bet my money with the cards I'm dealt. Love straight trucks, feel I'm beating
Yo.
New York, cause I'm in a bitty. 2016 ends in a big body. There's no money spent now, we just plan where to go. I gotta find myself.
Took a week off.
Give me all to you.
I shouldn't have.
Find myself. 2 perk 30s I melt. 5%
I shouldn't have took a week off.
Niggas ain't seeing me. Ho can get an Addy to a BNB.
All right, few more songs.
I've been living, it been spoiling. Hey, I've been living, ooh, hey, I've been living, yo, hey, it take time, but we'll get it back. Can't forget the times that I done it at. I just want the racks, take the feelings back. I've been living fast, it been spoiling me. I don't trust the bitches, you recording me. I've been living fast, it been spoiling me. I'm bringing my meds on the tour with me. I've been living fast, it been spoiling me. Hey, fuck foreigns right now, I want it loud, this that straight talk. These leftover stripper ones, I use them to change out. Praying for them broke niggas, we could've went the same route. I'm just coolin', thinking about something that I ain't bought. This shit got me money, why I change now? I miss all the simple shit, but challenges be paying out. I'm bringing the city on the tour with me. I can't have no IG hoes exploring me. It take time, but we'll yeah.
It's getting deeper, sister.
This trapping shit too easy, I swear it's super smooth. Like Billy D, that Colt 45, it's super smooth. Might get you brain freeze, but this shit super smoothie. This shit like multiple choice, you want this money, pick or choose, it made me break the law bit with my niggas, sell some raw bit with my niggas, blow like cartridge with my niggas. Fuck you talking, flipping birdies, so no parring with my niggas. Hit the bench, practice squad, it ain't no starting it with my niggas, So quit talking, dick gobbler, boy, I'm moving work, I'm talking fast numbers, big auctions, I seen it early like a preview, I seen it like it's see-through, now I'm Danny Glover lethal, It's my first project ever, like I'm surprised I even worked hard on it to push one out. Fuck. Like, people that know me surprised as fuck. But just listen, like, shout out Odd Couple, man. This shit long as hell, but this shit kinda raw. I curse too much. One more time. Quit money, won't see you at the top. I sell felons for the fucking fuck. Raise eyebrows like The Rock. Quit money, won't see you at the top. I sell felons for the fucking fuck. Raise eyebrows like The Rock. This risk getting deeper since they pockets booming out. Some drugs getting cheaper since people don't use they snout. Long ago, I kinda feel bad for those consumed like snapshots of new pictures. They all get exposed,
Test. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, another episode of Exit Liquidity. Stop being fucking Exit Liquidity. All right. That was really loud. But I need that. Get the blood flowing. All right. Oh shit. Damn, that was my SoundCloud. I think we're good. We're here. This is the apartment. In case anyone was curious what this new background is. This table was the... Alright, so what am I going to talk about today? Probably going to start off with an update on the challenge. I think the challenge was crazy. Challenge was absolutely insane. I think challenge was absolutely insane. I think most of what happened was luck based. I don't think I'm gonna try and deny that, but I think most of it is around one, staying alive, which I felt like was hard to do with that account. There's a lot of cooks. There's a lot of like shit happening. It's like I was trying to grab onto a narrative that wasn't there with like some video-based AI stuff that I thought would end up being valuable. There was like some infrastructure plays that I was playing around the agent, the send AI kind of like hype. And at the end of the day, cutting those and just like living with that, preserving my capital to like fight for another day is like, as many times as I've heard that and perceived it as like very cringy and dumb and, you know, constantly telling myself I need to continue to trade perpetually, I think it was the best thing that I did that kind of allowed me to be lucky. So yeah, challenge port was at 6K. Cut my losses, was pretty much an all soul. Ali was here in the city last weekend. Was it last weekend? The weekend before that. And yeah, it was insane. I mean, it was just absolutely insane. Come back from dinner, sitting at this table in this apartment. All of a sudden, you know, the messages, the group chats start blowing up. Twitter starts blowing up. Trump launched the coin. Full ported that wallet into it. I think at like 3 billion. I saw that thing got hacked. The deck screener got hacked. Still faded. I was like cautious, and then once I saw it at 3, I was like, okay, this is a no-brainer. Obviously not exactly no-brainer. I was still like nervous as fuck. And then just stayed up, watching it just continue to go up. Of course, in my head, I'm like, I wish I had more to put into this, you know, the usual shit. But yeah, ran that. I didn't catch the top at 70, but I sold the majority before I went to bed that day, or that night, and then kept a bit of a moon bag. Didn't even catch the 70 with the moon bag. Sold at like 45 for the rest of it. And then Melania drops. And the port is at 33K at that point. And group chat's firing off. Everyone's pissed. Trump nuked at this point. And I basically decided, hold on. I basically decided, oh, you can see the bounty in the back. I gotta keep a stock of bounty. I basically decided, I was like, fuck it. Like, when is there going to be, like, one, it was certified at that point. I think I caught it like 5 or 6, and it was certified at that point. Like same playbook, Meteora pool. Donald Trump retweeted it in some way or something like that. She tweeted it from her account. I was like, why would I let this pass by again? I think if you're looking at what Trump is worth and what Melania is worth, I was like, she's got at least, she's got momentum right now because this just happened. She's got at least like a third of Trump value in terms of like attention, maybe even a fourth. So I just full ported the 30. I was shaking. I had not eaten that day and just slammed the 30. And as soon as it went to like 90 something, I think I still had a Trump moon bag at that point. Went to 90, 95, that one was one of the only trades I feel like I perfectly sold. I sold like 12.9 on that fucking shit. Like that one was masterful. Shout out to Ully for being in my fucking ear. Like, yo, that's your the challenge is over. Like, just fucking sell everything. Because I was like back and forth internally in my head of like, is this shit gonna run farther? But yeah, absolutely nuts. But the most important lesson in all of this, and then so like the week just got crazier. And so part of this is one lesson is the over trading lesson. I over traded with that wallet way too much. One lesson I learned is to not over trade, especially when you have like a big win like that. The second thing, I cannot post value. I cannot post port values on the timeline. I can't. Especially as a docs person or a semi-docs person. One, it's bad OPSEC. Two, it was just weird in person, I'm not gonna lie. Like a few people were like, yeah, I saw the tweet. I'm like, oh fuck. like they're all normal people, but I don't know. I think I just didn't enjoy it. So I think like, cause like deep down, I kind of want to do 100 to a mil. Fuck it. Like 10 to 100 in less than 3 weeks. Complete luck. Like complete luck, but it's just like highlight of the times. And like imagine 10 to a mil. Like I think that would be awesome. So I don't know. I was saying I was thinking I should like create an alt. But I think people would spot it easily. Not that people are looking for it. I don't know. Because in the off chance it does hit, I mean, like, I'm not walking around face docs with people knowing I have a mil in a Photon wallet. Or a Phantom wallet. Or a MetaMask wallet. You don't know what kind of fucking wallet I have. So yeah, lesson number 1 is just, honestly, if you're not doxed, just stay undoxed. I kind of wish I never doxed. I feel like it'd be a lot cooler. What else? Oh yeah, over trading. I overtraded way too fucking hard. Way too hard. Like trying to catch Trump even farther than I like had already made money off of the fucking thing. Like trying to catch it for a 2x for no reason. Just felt like it'd be a good thing to have in size. I also feel like it's still undervalued. I feel like people wrap the LA vape cabal people in like some like cringe bad calls kind of like framing. But I do think, I mean, I don't think it's like a new thought, but I do think it's undervalued. There's there's no entity, there's no living or even dead entity, I think, that's more popular with more attention than Donald Trump. Just doesn't exist. Whether it's Doge, like I'd say like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana probably trade outside of, and some of the higher majors trade outside of solely attention based. But the ones that trade solely based off attention, like Doge, easy flip from Trump. I think I could see Trump being one of like the better betas for like a prosperous crypto industry in America. Like there's different chains positioning themselves as like America chain. Oh, why would you go back? Dude, why does this go fast? Yo, Waj, just come on here. Let me message you on TG. Fuck. I forget how this works. I think I can make like a Discord call. I should know how to do this. I was using a different app. But that was for sharing screen and might not end up sharing screen. Oh, it's too late for him. He's in bed. Damn, I missed your question though. I gotta be better at like seeing that. I might make it bigger. That's a good idea. Anyway, overtrading. Especially when something like that affects your entire port. I think 9 times out of 10 you should just. I mean, I borderline want to say offboard a good amount of it, because like I feel like when the change happens, and like when a sizable change happens that in that way, like I don't think it's good for your mental if you're like really degen to have it on chain, because you're not viewing it the same way. Like I think it's a meme, but like viewing 6 figures in a phantom wallet just does not feel the same as 6 figures in real life. Like they just still feel like numbers on a screen, which is terrible. So yeah, don't overtrade is the lesson. I mean, I'm kind of annoyed because I learned nothing about what I really wanted to learn about, like making the 10 million to 100 mil or a bill type of like market cap trade. Like I still want to be able to play something like that in size. It feels like such a good sweet spot for like really good returns, but it also feels so gamified by like people that are in a KOL type position where they're like, all of a sudden this thing, I mean, to me as an outsider, probably it's a lot more all of a sudden, but like things all of a sudden become like a meta, or like the narrative kind of like formulates so like in a way that feels so unnatural, and then all of a sudden boom, like volume is spiked. The thing that was like hard stuck at 10 million is gone like very, very quickly. I feel like I haven't played those. I mean, I have not played those in size well at all. So maybe we try it. Maybe that's still part of the challenge. But yeah, challenge is done. Insane. I'm not going to say how much I've traded away because it is gross. And also I just don't enjoy the idea of people having any idea of how much money I have on chain. It was like super uncomfortable. Yeah, really weird shit happened. Like really weird. So not going to do that anymore. What else? I'm looking at some shitters that while I'm not sharing screen, just to see where my shitters are at. Oh, so like update, I'm pretty much. What is your plan for running it up? Similar type of risk trading full board? Honestly, it's a great question. Do I have something on my teeth? I do. I'm trying to dog this steak. Look at Jelly Jelly. No, dudes. I've seen it come up on Photon like 300 times while I've been sitting here. Did I just miss the runner of the night? Oh no. What the? See, this is part of the thing where it's like, all right, this is a 4-hour chart. How much? Dude, was this when I was? This was 2 hours. Not even 2 hours ago, probably. This was an hour ago. And the next Snapchat. The fuck is this? All right, you know what? There's gonna be a live analysis on whether or not this is going to zero, and everyone here can book it. It's 100% going to come true. Zon's, dude, no way Zon is in this. Oh shit, people can see my searches. Shout out to Tulip King. I actually really like that. I've really enjoyed that guy's writing recently. No idea who he is. The fuck is I doing? Jelly Jelly. What is this? I'm not clicking the deck screener link. I refuse to be drained. Fuck it. What the fuck? There's no Twitter, there's nothing. Dude, I feel like a boomer. How did I not know this happened? What am I missing? Who the fuck is this guy?
Coin. Sam was the first investor in Venmo, which me and a friend started, and now we're launching a Jelly coin to support the Jelly creators on the Jelly app. What we're making right now is a Jelly. It's a way for people to share content with each other. So the Jelly coin is something that gets you access to the app, and we're going to build it into our ecosystem. So let's have
okay.
That's the Jelly, because it's better than jam.
The thing is, what I realized is a lot of people, and this is going to be me being ageist, but a lot of people in this age range have no concept on how to properly run a crypto company. So when they go to launch a coin, they're working with like, you know, it's probably like 2 or 3 guys and some random person who knows how to click like you know, send transaction or like approve transaction on Phantom. I'm almost certain no one will care about this. Probably, I don't think it matters that he's the Venmo co-founder. Post clips from a video chat? Oh yeah, this is a grift. No, the coin's real. Like they actually launched a coin, but this company as a jelly. Just think about it real quick. You launch a social media company. You're not really crypto native. It likely wasn't on the roadmap. This isn't the thing that you pitch to Baron Davis or Nas Daily, whoever these people are. But you see that everyone's launching a CA like every other day and running to hundreds of millions. if you did any real DD, I think 9 times out of 10, you're going to make a meteor pool and put that shit on the sphere. Zan, there's no way you're in this, and I think you're absolutely cooked if you're in this. This is gone at this point. Then next comes the tweets that say 17 wallets sniped this at launch and made $1 million. We just have to wait for those tweets. It'll come down to 20 million, and no one will ever talk about this thing again. This is not a like. Is this how they launched the CA? What the fuck is the CA? The thing is, these are the same guys that like pivot to AI. The Venmo co-founder cannot be down that bad. You'd be surprised, man. One thing I've learned climbing up in the, not climbing up, I mean, just like meeting more people in the CT realm is every single person who you think is smart is retarded. Not in comparison to yourself, but in like the broader like spectrum of actual smart person, actual sophisticated person. 9 times out of 10, you're just like disappointed with how dumb they are. And I'm fine with being dumb. I'm okay with being the dumbest person in a room 9 times out of 10. But yeah. Nah. I'm good off this, man. The thing is, if you were Slow Ventures, sounds familiar.
Legible companies to the point of legibility.
Okay. Let's just say we end at like 8:30. If this, okay, listen. If this isn't under 50 mil, nah. I think this is like a dumb bet. This is a dumb bet. Like down 50%. Like, am I calling down 50% like I'm a genius on a, you know, things go down 50% all the time. This is like 120. Just like, why would you launch this on Pump Fun style? I feel like if you're serious, you launch it. If you're serious and your brain works, you launch on Meteora and just seed it with really good liquidity. People see you as legit, and then size starts to come in. Like, I feel like you're brain dead if you're still launching on Pump Fun. Like, look at all this unrealized value that has to fucking realize in a pool with $2 million in it. This is dumb. Damn, who the fuck? No, but this is a thing where it's like I can't take care of my health. I can't go to the gym. I can't, you know, have work-life balance. I can't eat properly and cook food because look what happens. Look what happens. For 60, look at it fucking running. It's about to make new highs. No, I'm not touching this with like a 10-foot pole. If I caught it at 30, I think I would have jumped. Because, and I'm only saying this because I jumped into Rift today at like 30. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't sell at 300 and because I was working. I didn't sell at 300. I could have sold even though I was working and whatever. I just didn't want to sell. And yeah, I sold her for like a 2x. Was bad. Was bad. It could have been like closer to a 10x. I mean, there was so much slippage that it was like dumb. Okay, no, I'm not doing shitters. We're doing AI. I need to understand AI. I need to become a fucking AI. So what happened since tomorrow we go again? Real. Fucking real. Zon, you won't come on stream. No balls. Oh, can people hear this music? I think when I switch, they can't. I feel like I need music though. I'll play some something chill. But what happened since then? I mean, I'm not gonna even talk about this deep seek shit like I know what I'm talking about. I don't, and nobody on CT does. Nobody does. I don't even think the people in the stock market do. I truly don't. I truly don't. I think bear chain. Oh my God, Wash. The thing is, I wish Barachain well in all aspects of life. Every team member, every team building on there, I want to see all of them win. The thing is, I have no idea what's happening. I'm in DeFi. I mean, you could say I'm just like I just trade shitters at this point. But like, I'm DeFi adjacent at the very least. I have no idea what's going on Barachain. Every now and then I see a pre deposit or like tomorrow's going to be a big day tweet. Other than that, I have no fucking idea what's going on in Barachain. I don't know what the difference between a pre deposit is. I just learned that we're maybe at pre deposit instead of pre deposit. I have no idea if you can like I have no idea what the lockup terms are for all this stuff. The thing is, Waj, I'll read a shitcoin. If someone writes, the thing is, I've turned off my brain for this part of the cycle, which is how I traded Trump. Yes. Like, the thing is, do you think the people hitting the puff paw vapes? I mean, I guess they don't have to know if we're at pre or pre deposits. It's a fair argument, or it's a dumb argument on my end. But if I'm a moonshot trader and I've just started using Solana, I don't think there's any yield that's going to get me to go over to Barachain or like expect a return. And it's also, I mean, it's a hard problem. It's also not going to be yields. It's not going to be like a fake meme coin kind of like boost. Barricade is for everyone. Just wait for memes to launch. See, I'm not. I don't think I'm aping Barachain memes day one, because then I'm playing the game of like, okay, when is everyone gonna get the fuck off Barachain and go to the next chain? Like, were there any abstract memes? Like, I'm not gonna lie, if abstract didn't work day one, man, I find it hard to believe Barachain's gonna work day one. Which is fine. It doesn't have to. They have 2 billion. They have 2 billion in value. If you're a DeFi user and you're farming some assets or loops, if Bear has better yields on the same asset, I'm gonna go over. Bear is 1 trillion x abstract. Come on. I mean, I don't think Luca's anyone's favorite person if you have a brain, but he hasn't had enough zeros. I damn, bro. I don't know. I mean, like, there's someone in this chat that's basically created proof of liquidity. Blast ran with what was a shitty version of proof of liquidity very fast. Yes, it's not the same. Yes, it's a little bit different. I mean, it's still close to, if not the same exact type of like experience or outcome. The thing is, also the other thing, where are all these like extra yields coming from? Is it like expected to be? I mean, I gotta read. I haven't read. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't been reading, and the thing is, it's benefited me not to read. I'm not doing the bear chain. I'm not doing the bear chain argument. I mean, there'll probably easily be a bear chain runner. You know, it runs, it goes to whatever. The first meme coin is gonna do well. I'm gonna be honest. The thing is, I constantly have a tinfoil hat on. No, I think Waj is gonna cook because he's a yield guy. He's a DeFi guy. He's a farmer. I think he's gonna cook. But like for me is where I want to put like a third of my port into one meme coin for a 2x overnight or a 3x overnight. I have no business to being on bear chain. And I think the reality is that yeah, you're gonna have like big TVL numbers. And my tinfoil hat belief is that a majority of that liquidity that's deposited in bear chain is, I mean, just look at the incentive. Every investor that invested there at $1 billion, yeah, they probably see like a 2x, like quite easily. But I think they're all incentivized to make sure that there is a lot of TVL there day one. I don't know. I've heard crazier shit happen before, especially last cycle. I think I remember people flooding like TVL into different types of protocols that they had investments in. They had some heavy hitters in there. They raised a lot of money. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe someone was like, "Hey, let me yield farm. Let me put a little bit of yield in here, or let me get a little bit of yield on these stables." That's my tinfoil hat, but I also think bear chain is going to be great. I think bear chain is going to be great. I distracted you from AI discussions. Oh, dude, nobody wants to come on. I ghosted too many people because I said I was going to do this last week and I faded some people. Oh, let me ask shirtless Dylan. That'd be a fun one. But dude, there has to be music in here. I can't believe I've been ranting with no music. How do I add this to? Damn, I can't. Anyway, I think bear chain is going to do well. I'm just gonna wrap this up, and then I'm gonna speed run through some shit because I mean, bear chain is part of it, part of the news. There was the, you know, like what? Let's just see. Let's just see how much money is in there. Is it on DeFi Llama? Fuck. DeFi Llama sucks lately too. That guy needs to lock in. I'll start paying him if I have to. Dude, are you just gonna rub jelly in my face, brother? Is it still running? 130. These things die here, man. People are rotating harder than they've ever did in their life. I don't know. I think Vine is cooler than this, to be honest. How do I see bear chain vaults? Bear chain. Let's see. Damn, this is such a good mix. Oh, fuck. People can see who I have notifications on for. No, you can't.
Liquidity deposits that go straight.
I don't know. I think this whiteboard shit is just whack too, to be honest. I don't know. That's just me though. Bro, tell me the boycott TVL or don't tell me anything at all. Bro. This is going to be embarrassingly difficult for me to find. Somebody link it to me. Please. We'll keep the jelly chart over here just in case. Let's do the 1 minute. I thought this had like billions of dollars in it. Bro, like what is this? Does anyone know what chain is this on? Like BP Henlo points? I have no idea what the fuck this is. I have no idea what this is. Like I've heard of these protocols, but like I'm gonna be earning Barra and Henlo points. Or where's all the TVL? Is it in Kodiak? Yeah, it probably is in Kodiak. Bro, if I get geo-blocked by this, I'm gonna fucking... The thing is, let me not even. I don't think this is merit based. I don't think the proof of liquidity mechanism is a merit based liquidity mechanism. I think winners are chosen and then that's it. They're perpetually going to win. Which is fine, which is cool, but that's what it is. There's no like the concept that like validators are going to be competing, so it doesn't factor in like the behind the scenes like thing that exists in all validator games. Honestly, all validator games except Hyperliquid. They didn't give any like, you know, like special care to like Figment is gonna go in if they're like a validator for a new chain. They're gonna get special treatment because they have a good validator set. They run validators well, and they have like a name. They get everything, and you know, the chain is willing to kind of like help them out more than anyone else. But that's not like merit based. And I think when there's liquidity involved, it's like even worse that the validators are not. The competition amongst validators is not merit based. You could say that some of the stuff in Hyperliquid wasn't like, but I think like the most successful one, Hyper and Nansen. Hyper earned that slot. I don't know if Nansen did, which is why they partner with Hyper, but the Hyper Collective. But I think it's way more merit based than what's gonna happen here. And like liquidity being like a liquidity mechanism involved too is also just even more problems. I don't care about this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sized up enough to feel like it's a good idea to put a majority of my money into this. I think there's way more interesting opportunities outside of this. But all the power to the big boys with the big boy yield hunters and farmers. I wonder if what's his name is on this? Taiki. I wonder if they're farming this hard. They must be. This is like their bread and butter. If they're not, this thing is cooked. And framework. Shout out to that one guy who followed us from Framework. But he is gonna fucking nuke on people's heads. I know they're farming this liquidity. I don't care. I know they're farming Barra. There's no way they're not. Tinfoil hat. I plead the fifth. These are all allegations, no proof. I don't know shit, but like, just follow the incentives, brother. But yeah, this will be really good. Bear chain will be really good. It'll be really cool to see the chain that was literally just smoking bears come to fruition and come to life. I'm happy for them. But I will not be joining that ride. Speaking of things like, actually, no, I'm not going to say that. Speaking of interesting things, I thought this was pretty interesting. I already exited this. You know it's bad when they repost Wasabi, I'm not going to lie. If Wasabi's the only listing that you get and you repost it, you know shit is cooked for you. I'll be honest. Shout out to Aaron, though. Straight hustling on Wasabi. Non-stop. Wasabi was an OG NFT 5 thing that tried new shit. But these guys, I don't know what they're doing in AI. They basically have like some Shopify type platform that allows you to make agents that are way more, like, make them useful without having to do stuff. Seems similar to like if Send AI had like a marketplace. The marketplace isn't really live yet. There hasn't been any big AI agents that have like joined it and utilized it. And it's like there's so many like NFTs and tokens in this ecosystem, which I should have taken into account. But I bought decent with just the fact that Sequoia and 16Z got an investment, which they're very proud to say. But this gets to my point on like AI in general, where I really don't understand the why for like 90% of these. It seems like 90% of the stuff is useless, and the only useful things won't drop a token for some reason. Like, I'm begging, dude, I will pay somebody close to a full-time salary to do what these guys are doing and do it better and just drop a token. These guys might be cool guys. I've never met them. But not dropping a token right now is annoying. It's annoying. You're like farming my attention. Stop farming my attention. And why is it still in beta? Somebody else make it. Somebody else make this. Somebody else make Cleopatra, and I will pay you. I mean, I don't even want allocation. Just like drop a token and make something that's provably as good as this. I want to use it. I want to be able to like LP without having to use my brain. Why does nobody have this? And also the speaking of people farming your attention. Now I'm going on a tangent. Fuck, what's their name? Prime. Forget it. Bear chain pre-deposits, pre-deposits, whatever. Trump launched a token. Melania dropped a token. Vine. So I had traded poorly, and then Vine came along, Ape Vine, not enough size at like 18 mil, wrote it all the way down to 1 mil, and just watched it make the most insane comeback. Solely off of culture. That was a really cool one. Shout out to the Lion Style guy and the Blockworks guy for tweeting about it and pumping my bags. Really appreciate that. That was really useful. I mean, the thing is, like, this jelly thing is worse than, I mean, I don't think the Vine thing is bad. I think if they have a plan to, it's solely attention based. So I think, like, I don't think Vine is going to be baked into like any type of app or anything like that, which makes jelly theoretically better. But I think Vine is just more of like a culture thing and more recognizable by like under 30s, which is like the majority of crypto. I think more protocols or more apps or like more people launching coins is net good. I think there's going to be like some type of middle ground found between like these weird Web 2 people dropping a coin and then having it be baked into their ecosystem, or have it like actually have a tangible use case. There's going to be like so much evolution on how it changes. Like, I'm optimistic, so I see that, but there's obviously going to be like some weird crashing. Why does this have to be in Telegram? Why do people enjoy Telegram UI stuff? This is dog shit. I hate this. Anyway, I hate this. Just, but I don't think any of the AI people want to come on. Oh, let me ask Rard. My phone in a fucking week. Okay, this is autistic. Hold on. I need to lock in and talk while I. You ain't call my phone in a. I gotta figure out how to do this. Let me go solo just in case. All right, music off, and I'm going to figure out how to use this really quickly. But yeah, I mean, I don't think did much else happen. I mean, like the DeepSeek thing, I'm not gonna talk about that. I have no idea. I mean, like, it seems way overblown just because, like, you can't ask it the hard-hitting questions. You can't ask it about Xi Jinping. So, is it even a good AI? I don't think so. What's it called? Ninja? Video Ninja. Let's go. I think this is it. Create a room. I don't need to do this. I feel like I could just have bro join a Discord call. Damn. Some Ali Alpha. He says, this has my griff sensors going off like crazy. For Jelly. I agree. Indeed. I gotta plan these streams more. It's just like, if you miss a day in terms of like writing down what's happened in this space, and remembering everything is quite honestly impossible. Rard is in a call. All good. We'll cook without them, we're not going to be learning much about AI with just me in here. But it is what it is. Yo, another thing I want to highlight is the absolute savagery this tweet was. And I'm not gonna lie, he might be onto something. He might be fucking onto something. He might be onto something, man. Connor's pretty smart. And he's pretty smart. He's hit the nail on the head on these AI things, like, pretty well. But am I buying ARK at, like, 400 mil valuation? No. I'm not. Is there any, like, good AI tech? I mean, it's 350. This branding sucks. Chart looks good, I guess. Jelly at 130. Yeah, this thing is not going anywhere, unless God himself says that he bought at 130 million. Thing's cooked. This thing was cool. I think this Mobi AI thing was cool. This feels like one of, if not the most, like, tangible things. I think I get excited when it posts my bags while I'm in them before it notices, which is cool. This is ass. Oh, they added Hyperliquid. I swear it said just drift. I swear it said just drift. Okay, there's Hyperliquid in here too. I thought they were just getting paid by Drift to, like, post more Drift shit, which is dumb. You know, it'd be cool. Oh, cookies. You know, let's look at my old. Let's look at the old AI stuff that I believed in. I was in Magenti Pi, which I still think is great. Everything is, I mean, not as a token, to be honest. But having stuff written in Python is great. I was betting on them, the token appreciating based off of them winning. That didn't really work out in my favor. I haven't heard of this. I mean, Ava's one of those ones where something happens here, which is the key to finding a 10 to a 300 mil runner. There's something that happens here narrative wise that I've seemed to, like, miss. And it almost feels like there's people just in a room just like, hey, let's buy this coin all right now. Obviously it's not that. It might be. In some instances it is. But the way this thing just, like, grabbed mindshare for what was basically, and I've used Hollow World. I used to use it for the stream. But for what's really just Google Meet character that blinks and, like, moves its hair as, like, the next iteration of agents was dumb. Like, I don't want to be that guy that does the like, the market's wrong, I'm right meme. Because clearly I was not right about Sandy. I was right about cutting it. But objectively speaking, if you had to, like, just common sense put together what the future iterations of agents were, it must be creating this video type content. This shit is good. This shit is pretty fucking good for, like, fully automatic AI generated video content. Yo, is it farting? What the fuck? So, like, this to me was like, like I think that I don't want to. I don't want to say the difference between this token appreciating and Ava, or this token not appreciating and Ava appreciating, is like 8 to 10 people in a group chat, because that's just cope. But I kind of feel like it is. Kind of feel like it is. Again, I'm a psychotic person. I'm always rocking a tinfoil hat. Um, but yeah, it's like I just can't figure out how to get. I just need one. Like I don't want one that's like directly launched 10 mil and then I trade it to 100 mil. I need something that goes up, goes back down, I catch it, and then it runs like this. This is what I need. This is what I need to feel and to be, I think, a better trader. Hold on, I gotta turn this window. Close this window. This is what I need to be a better trader, and I'm gonna try and do it. What else? What is dominating it? I mean, some people I've seen, I'm not gonna name any names, really seem to enjoy this one here. Again, let's just. I mean, I don't know much about this except for who's in it, which is why I stay away from it. But let's just learn about what it is today. Let's just learn about what it is right now and see if it makes sense. Because I don't know if it's like a marketing and comms thing that's happening. Is Twitter down? Am I cooked? Yo. Oh shit. We got an AI expert coming on. I am. Oh shit. I'm fucking rugging. Hold on. Let me go solo. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how to do a fucking regular Discord call. But Twitter is rugging right now. What's happening? What the fuck? Oh shit, I keep showing my fucking Discord. Open source enforcement learning framework. Agents are auto-regressive. Closed and open source labs build out their post-training infrastructure with large talent density. Ready to use implementations of reinforced learning algorithms, inference strategies, reward just models, and data asset environments. Brand's pretty on point. Black and white is my favorite color scheme. Do you know what they need in this? They need the distillation terminology that I've seen. Yeah, don't let them control our alignment. I got his Discord. Let me try not to leak. I mean, nobody's fucking watching. Some of you are. Some of you real ones are. I hate using Discord. But yeah, I hate these like, oh, there we go. go into streaming mode so I don't fuck anything up. Streamer mode. Okay. Dude, shit, I hope people can hear. Oh, shit, I'm fucking... Yo. Doing well, man. How are you? Alright, let's see here. Let me attempt not to dox. Alright, could you talk real quick? Yo.
Sorry. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Alright, I think the stream can hear. I don't imagine you're putting face cam on, so I'm just gonna keep it like this.
Yeah, I'm not. No docs yet. Maybe
Yeah.
in the future.
One day. Cool, man. I think it's the second time we've had a call, right? What are you talking?
No, yeah. First time we had a call like way back in like sometime in like summer 2024.
Yeah. Feels like a while back. People can hear. Nice. Cool. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, I'll pull up your Twitter here, and you can introduce yourself to the crowd.
Yeah, sure. I'm Ali Router Trivers Easier, co-founder and CEO of Omo. Omo Protocol is a multi-agent orchestration layer looking to streamline the development of complex social and utility agents for both developers and users. That's our long-term vision. In Q1, Q2, what we're focused on is agents as a service. So kind of like consulting, working with a couple different teams to essentially create agents based on their own use cases. And Neko @Neko_HL is our first proprietary product under the Omo brand, which is essentially a DeFi AI agent to not only distribute Hyperliquid and HyperEVM products to broader user base, as well as increase the capital efficiency for the HyperEVM DeFi ecosystem.
All right. That was the script one. Give us the like the chill intro. Like give us the retarded one. Cuz I mean, I'm not going to lie, you lose me at orchestration layer. Like I pretty much understand that you're creating like the infrastructure to have agents do something. Do some type of interaction. The best guess is that it's going to be on chain. But I think I just kind of want to hear. Well, first start with Omo, because I feel like I have less of an understanding of what exactly that orchestration layer element really means, like tangibly means. If you want to,
it's like a messaging protocol between agents. So like in the context of like a swarm, right, on top of like Aave, you want to have like agents both on the supply and borrow side per market, right? And then, Aave is like a like it's aggregate liquidity, right? So you're gonna want to have all these agents on all these different markets, right? So like let's say you have 2 agents per market on the supply and borrow side for like USDC and ETH and USDT and ETH. For all these different markets on Aave, you're going to want to have these agents communicating with one another. But then you also might have like these same exact markets on Morpho as well, right?
So what type of communication would they do? So I'm imagining like when you give the example of like an Aave an agent, I'm imagining it's like almost, in the long term maybe built directly into Aave, right? Where it's like making the UX a lot easier for people. They can maybe speak in natural language to an agent inside the Aave app. Well, I guess we'll rewind to the near future where you have like some type of agent that is interacting with the Aave platform. What kinds of communicating between each other do they need to do amongst the like Omo protocol?
For sure. Well, I think Virtuals did a really good job in defining like agent functionality, and they call it like high level processing and low level processing. So low level processing is like tool calling, whether it's on and off chain, right? Whether you're calling an off chain API or you're calling a smart contract function. And then high level processing is the actual agent terminal logs, right? So that's like when you look at like DeepSeek, for example, or like O1, and you ask it a question and it like gives you like, a bunch of like random ass text that's like explaining the chain of thought. That's like the high level, that's like the HLP of like an actual agent. So that's in terms of sharing this HLP with different agents in terms of optimizing for the end user. Because in the context of like making UX better, a lot of people are thinking about, using natural language to define smart contract intents. And like, that's a good UX unlock, right? People don't like to send transactions. But many people aren't thinking about it on the context of like creating better products in terms of like agents managing health collateral ratios of looped loans, as well as just like rebalancing between different pools so you can optimize for APR.
So what would be so the communication would be amongst like a swarm that's designated for a specific task, like you mentioned, like the looping, rebalancing, or like all of these more complex things that happens in the background.
Correct. Yeah. I call it's like inter and intra agent communication. So inter agent communication is happening within the context of like a single protocol, and then intra agent communication is like these different like niche swarms talking to different swarms simultaneously, and then this forms like a broader DeFi swarm.
So you guys are basically making like saying you're making an SDK to make that kind of like communication layer exist in like different ecosystems. And it seems like Neko is like the first uh is your guys' like push into the Hyperliquid ecosystem for something like this? So is Neko one agent or a swarm of agents?
Neko's going to be a swarm of agents. Yeah, this is alpha. We
Oh shit.
haven't like shared. Yeah, we haven't shared much on Twitter yet, but yeah, Neko is going to be the first DeFi AI swarm on top of Hyperliquid. So we'll have like different agents for different protocols respectively, and then it'll come from like a generalized orchestrator agent, and that'll be Neko itself, which is an ELIZA agent. But we'll be using Rig for agents that actually execute smart contract calls.
Interesting. And when you say so like what would be how like you guys get started in that? Is the process kind of making something that users can interact with when they're doing their Hyperliquid activities? Or do you imagine you're going to be like baked into you're like approaching protocols and baking like this agent infrastructure into what they're doing to for like some type of unique strategy or maybe unique vault on a DeFi protocol?
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if I can talk too much
Oh, okay.
about like the vault stuff because like we're working with the partner
Yeah,
on that
yeah.
stuff, so I don't. But like yeah, there's two phases of the agent. So phase one is like pre-hyper EVM, where you'll be able to add the agent on X, and then you'll basically be able to do all of the API calls you would using like PvP trade or H pump because Telegram bot UI is not the best,
It's
honestly,
ass. I
and
fucking despise the Telegram bot UI. I hate it
yeah,
so
yeah,
much.
it's not the best. People like it just because we've kind of, Telegram bots did a nice unlock in terms of removing transaction signing,
Yeah.
but like it's still not there, right? Like, people are excited about it, but like we've grown acclimated to it. So like it's kind of like the next step in terms of like using agentic automation to make better UX. That's what things like Griffin and Hand on are like trying to do as well. Um, and then phase two is like when we're looking to work with multiple protocols. I can't disclose just out of their own privacy. But yeah, working with like top Hyperliquid protocols for Hyper EVM, or depending on the respective protocol, we'll have like agentic vault strategies that users can deposit into, whether it's white labeled within their platform or we're using like our partners, protocol landing page to basically showcase these agentic vaults. That's like up to our tertiary partners and how they want to approach it in terms of UX patterns.
Cool. This is it seems dope. I'd say so end goal is because I see like on Omo there's mention of like, fully, any chain kind of thing. Like what's the end goal for Omo? You maybe even like start with Neko.
Yeah, yeah. So with Neko itself, what we want to do, like I mentioned earlier, is distribute Hyperliquid products to users on the social layer, so on top of X and eventually Discord as well. And then increase the adoption and capital efficiency of Hyper EVM using AI agents with like our own proprietary models, whether it's like, doing risk management, supply or borrow rate forecasting. We'll build that all in-house. Like I have a couple of model engineers on my team for that respectively. So that's the long-term goal with Neko, and basically just have like multiple streams of revenue
Do you
that get
think
driven back to the.
do you think these agents, so from what I understand, most of these agents are doing like pretty mundane strategies in DeFi. Like in theory, they're really only doing strategies that someone is kind of like describing for them to do, or they're trained already to be able to do. Do you think they, in the near future, like find uh better strategies themselves, if that makes sense?
Yeah, no, they will. It depends on what model you use fundamentally. Like if you're gonna use like Sonnet or like Llama 3.3, then you're not gonna get that innovative of solutions. But like using chain of thought models, and as you expand the function tool suite that the agent could call, it can find certain gaps of alpha, right, that a human would never find, right? Because the whole point of using AI agents in terms of DeFi is that you want better UX and you want better yield. And if you're not outperforming Gauntlet, if you're not outperforming MEV Capital, why would anyone deposit into your agent?
So what do you think is the best model? Because in theory, everyone can't win. Everyone can't have the most cutting edge strategies, right? It's like the same thing when regular humans are doing them.
Yeah.
So in theory, there's probably going to be a limited set of people that get to see that kind of strategy. Do you think it's going to be the open source route that discovers something like this, or do you think it's going to be like, is it more likely that it's like a closed source thing? Um, yeah.
Well, with the base model, right? Like the base LLM, right, that everyone is using for like all these different AI agents for like shit posting on Twitter or like doing some simple transactions on chain. These LLMs are just used for actually like tool calling. Like they're not really used for like generating new innovation.
Can you explain tool calling?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. So tool calling is just like things that you or I would do, right? So in the context or paradigm of like on-chain activity, that's like doing a swap, right? So it's either like an external function, like you can call like directly from the smart contracts, or like an API endpoint from like the Uniswap team, right? Where you basically just create like a package or plugin within like the Eliza agent, and then the agent can call like this API plugin to do swaps for you.
What is
That's the
more?
context of.
So, but the thing is, once it's created by the team as like a API function, then yeah, the agent loses any edge in terms of like uniqueness. It's like at that point, every agent that is built on a kit can have that functionality. Is that the case? Am I understanding that correctly?
Once they open, like once like the API endpoint suite is available, sure, that's true to a certain degree. Let me just find this message I was sending because this kind of
It's
explains what the core differentiation is between agents now for both Web3 and Web2 applications. So data is the number one thing, right? And then you go to UX UI, and then the next thing is using RAG or CAG, these tertiary DBs to enhance like agent improvement, and then fine tuning specific models in tandem to quant trading models if the agent is trading, and then optimizing the base model itself and choosing the right open source model for the right task. So,
mm.
like, sure, you can create like packages and plugins, but like the most important thing at the end of the day of creating like a differentiated product is the data pipeline into execution as well as UX patterns.
Data pipeline into, what do you mean by into execution? Like the how it's
And
interpreting data and then the tasks that it's
yeah,
able to do, or the tasks that it's determining that it
correct.
should do based on the data?
Yeah, both are correct. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think I was kind of curious of like, is there, because I've seen these models or like these like I think I saw a clip of like the new OpenAI model where it's like literally clicking through browser, like clicking through a browser and like making a meme, right? It's going to image flip. It's like figuring out which meme is the one that it needs. It's adding the caption to it, and it's like doing it in terms. It's doing it by clicking all the buttons. Do you think that's like the way to gain an is that the like what is that? Is that just like the thought reasoning? Is that like the execution? Like how do they get to that? And is that going to be how some of these agents in DeFi work, where it's like it looks like a regular user is clicking through Rabby functions in order to do something that's very unique or novel for like a specific strategy, instead of using the like calling the API thing that Uniswap has already like opened up to everyone. Is that going to be something that happens where it's like the agent's actually running through tasks and like clicking buttons?
Yeah. What you're defining is operator from OpenAI, and this is
Yeah.
essentially like computer use. Cloud did computer use first back like in October 2024, November
Yeah.
2024.
I saw them solve like a captcha or something. I think Plinky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so like computer use is good on like a user to user basis, but like I mean, I've been thinking a lot about this is like how do you make I don't know if computer use is scalable for like a UX pattern for a Volt, right? Because if like you have like, $10 million of TVL from like 100,000 different users, how like the computer use intent has to come from somewhere, right? So it gets kind of tricky in terms of like how that actually looks like. Like computer use is good like on an individual basis, right? But when it comes to like generalized on-chain automation via agents, I do think it makes more sense to use like external functions or APIs. Maybe I'm mid-curving it. But
I have no
like I
idea. I'm
think
just
that
like thinking out loud of like
no,
the
no, you're
crazy
good.
shit
You're
that
good.
could be
Like
possible. Because
I
it's
mean,
like,
computer use is cool.
yeah,
Yeah, like I good.
it's like if a new chain or like some type of new app launches, most of the time that's where like, new yields or like interesting things could be. Like for instance, with like Bearchain, with like some of these vaults, right? Like, I don't know if they have a lot of random shit they have to do. It's like, are they opening this thing up to have like agent functionality? Probably not, but like there's going to be, the humans are going to outcompete there. How do you think about that?
I mean, as long as they have verified smart contracts, agents can execute, whether they build an API endpoint or not. That's an issue with Solana, is that like with Solana, they don't have a culture of verifying smart contracts just because they've kind of been more on like the closed source side of things. And that's kind of perpetuated into like current like DevOps standards. So like what these teams do on Solana is they build like an API endpoint suite for like agents to call, like third party developers to call, right? And then agents can also call them, right? But like with EVM, right? If you don't verify your smart contracts, it's like a solidity dev, you're a shit dev.
You're
So
cooked.
like with Barachain,
Yeah.
yeah, basically, right? With Barachain, it's like as long as these people are verifying their smart contracts, Smokey or like Yogi, they don't have a choice. Like agents can and will transact whether they like it or not.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I mean, it's permissionless finance, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. No one's stopping the agents, eh? Um, what else? What else don't I understand fully? So, and this isn't like specific to like Neko or Oma. I'm just like trying to think in general about what's trying to this. Oh, why is Arc cooler than Eliza? Why are you using Arc for some stuff and Eliza for others? What are the like main differentiators as a developer?
Yeah. So did a bit of research on this. I mean, I've been researching agent frameworks for a while. I think like Rig is probably the best agent framework in both Web 2 and Web 3 AI right now because it's built in Rust.
Shit.
So it's yeah. So it basically effectively uses the hardware more effectively than TypeScript or LangChain or TypeScript or Python ever would. The tech debt for Python and TypeScript like increases significantly, or honestly exponentially. Like if you have like a really complicated LangChain project or a complicated, I mean, like even if you fork Eliza, like the starter pack, right? You already have like a bunch of like random shit that you're not ever gonna use, and it just overcomplicates your product. Whereas like with Rust, it's modular, it's faster, it has faster cold start time compared to LangChain as well. So we did like a demo with the tallest guys, which is like a AI agent partner with AI16Z. We did that back at like the start of January, and we essentially like created two packages for them, or like two like functionalities, right? So one of them was implementing Shogun, so it could actually get like the lowest quote in terms of swapping. And then the other one was lit protocol, so the agent could generate its private key within a T and MPC network, which is inherently more secure than just using T like Fala, because the golden standard for cryptography is that you stack cryptographic security or cryptographic techniques, because every single cryptography has like a trade-off. So if you stack them, then you reduce the attack vector respectively. But what this agent did is we basically like created like some advanced evaluator logic. So like as soon as you turned on the agent, it could autonomously transact, and then it deposited into OMO protocol smart contracts. And then the OMO protocol smart contracts had a yield agent. This was a LangChain agent. It was Agent Kit, which is by the Coinbase wallet team, which is just LangChain with like an MPC wallet from the CDP SDK. But the reason why, like, LangChain, we were thinking about doing LangChain for like the hyper EVM agent stuff, right? But like we're doing more research, and like my entire team likes Rig more because they all also are like Rust native as well. So like faster start time, better parallel execution, better use of resources simultaneously, more modular, right? So like those are like the four reasons. The main issue with Rig is that it just doesn't have developer mind share, because you know 99% of like AI is in Python in terms of Web 2, and
That was
then
gonna be
Eliza got some.
my next question, because that's what I've heard.
Yeah, yeah, it is. And
So is
then
this better than
TypeScript.
like the Web 2 Python versions, in your opinion?
Yeah, yeah,
Jeez, what the fuck? I didn't know it was that
yeah.
good.
No, yeah, Taichi and the Rig team are pretty cracked. And then yeah, Eliza did a good go to market in terms of making an agent framework that's in TypeScript, because like all like the Web3 engineers, like 80% of them live and breathe Solidity and TypeScript, right? And the reason why Eliza got so much traction outside of the Web3 space is because all the front end engineers could start building agents too. So that's why like, it quickly rised in terms of like trending GitHub repos. So it tapped into both like front end engineers as well as like Web3 backend and front end engineers. And that's why Eliza did well, but like, Rig is like that's the main issue with Rig. Outside of it being like a complete meme token, right? It has no value accrual, similar to AI16Z. It's just like a tokenized GitHub repo. They might be working on something. I have no idea. I'm not speaking to the team. But yeah, they need more dev mindshare and then more token value accrual. But yeah, I mean, if you look at like the tokens, like AI tokens that are performing the best after like all this shit, like Rig
Yeah, they're
is
doing
back
well.
at like 4. Yeah,
They're doing
yeah,
really
they're
well.
doing one of the best. Yeah.
I saw. I don't know if you know Connor, but I was just pulled up his tweet. He said Arc Rig is like Solana, and AI16Z is like EF Ethereum. Thought that was
I
pretty
saw
funny.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I respect Shaw. I respect what the team at AI16Z did.
Too
They
much.
helped like contribute. AI agents go crazy, but like yeah, I mean, I agree with that as well.
Yeah. How is Shogun? I've not used it. I also want to
Shogun.
just hear about kind of like your background, because I feel like we talked in the summer, and I feel like AI stuff was definitely still nascent back then. And I think Omo was a little bit different. Um, I think you guys were like specific to a specific chain, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, I think Omo was a little bit different back then. But yeah, I just would love to hear about like your background, the team's background. Um, and I think now we have like a good understanding of frameworks, like what these agents can do, what Neko is going to be doing. I feel like orchestration layer is still almost there in terms of clicking in my fucking retarded mind. If you want to like go at that again, I think you'll be able to bring it like full circle.
For sure. Yeah. So in terms of orchestration layer, like how Stargate is a messaging protocol that
Yeah.
moves like liquidity through like bytes. You can essentially just conceptualize it as the same thing, but like having agents cross communicate their intents.
Okay. And how is that different than like intent infrastructure that already exists? Can agents not use
Yeah,
that?
No, intents. Yeah, no. Agents can use intents. Like, there's already a Li-Fi plugin. We built out a Shogun plugin as well for Eliza as well. I think. I mean, I'm personally biased, but I would say intents are just better than like using like other cross-chain messaging protocols like
Yeah.
Stargate or I don't know whatever the fuck the other ones are, across, etc. Because like they quote centralized exchanges, right? So you're gonna get the lowest slippage possible on any chain using something like Shogun because Shogun is like it's an intent aggregation protocol. So it's aggregating all the AMMs, all the DEX aggregators, and all the intent protocols simultaneously on the intent side of things and on the solving side of things. It's aggregating those as well, but then also aggregating centralized exchanges. So why would I ever use like Stargate when I could just have an intent on like ETH mainnet, be like, okay, like I want this agent to swap ETH USDC over to like USDT on Hyper EVM, right? That's going to be lower slippage versus sending the money via Stargate where they take like a huge rake.
Yeah.
In comparison.
Yeah. 100%. But I think why is OMO or how is OMO different than just like a regular intense layer? How is it specific to so are the frameworks that you guys built out like you mentioned with Shogun like the connectivity kind of like things that take this from just like intense like regular intense to like more AI specific intense where it's like execution in like an autonomous way? Is that basically what the orchestration layer is where it's like there's more action happening with like these agents?
Yeah, no, for sure. So it goes to OMO SDK, and with OMO SDK, if you're not familiar with like PyTorch,
Nope.
PyTorch in like the 2010s, basically like accelerated the development of machine learning, research and like development of models respectively because they served as like an aggregated CLI. So what we're doing with OMO SDK is we essentially want to aggregate all the different crypto AI infrastructure with this single SDK in tandem to like this orchestration layer that we're talking about to make it easier for developers to like basically create their own custom agents, right? And then one step above that is that we actually want to create our own fine-tuned models too, OMO SDK. So then any user without any technical background can actually create complex agents in natural language, not like what you see with like Vapor or like Waifu, where like they're just shipping like slop agents that are just forks of the Eliza repo that change the character file a little bit, right? Like you can actually be like, okay, like I want this agent to do like XYZ for me, or like I want this agent to be like a social media influencer that like streams on like Kick for me, right? Like that's like the long-term vision with OMO SDK. And then like the broader vision of OMO itself, I haven't really told too many people this, but I can leak it here.
Oh shit.
Is that yeah, we're looking to do like OMO Chain, which is like an AI L1 focused purely on AI agent configuration and deployment, where we basically embed a bunch of different crypto AI infrastructure providers, whether it's like decentralized compute, verifiable inference, verifiable web scraping, OMO SDK, obviously the orchestration layer. And then once users develop and create their own agents on OMO Chain, then they'll basically just proliferate to wherever ecosystem they want to go.
Nice. That made a lot more sense. I appreciate you. I think like
Yeah, no worries.
I think it clicked. So yeah, I think before we go into like each I guess element you described in the L1, you want to run through your background? Gives the people some insight on you
Sure.
specifically. Also, I have no idea how
Yeah.
much time you have, so feel free to just let me know when you need a dip.
I got time. I
Okay.
can yap a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, so current team is
Also,
7 other people.
what's your Twitter?
Mhm.
You're not following anyone
It's
on Netco.
it's at RARDEDD.
That's it.
Yeah. So I graduated from University of Kansas in 2022. I was actually like planning on doing medicine, but I got pretty big into crypto like 2021 cycle. Got in like January 21. Got pretty excited about like smart contracts, NFTs, DeFi. So I was like, screw medicine, gonna teach myself smart contracts, and then I was basically teaching myself smart contract development throughout like 2022, 2023. Once like ChatGPT and Sonnet came out from Anthropic, then I was basically using AI to teach myself how to code smart contracts as well. So like I've been doing a lot of prompt engineering since day zero. And then yeah, joined Entangle Finance like end of 2022, was there until like August 23. I was the first business developer there. And then I left that to focus on like smart contract security a bit more. And then started building OMO by myself in October 2023, worked at Pool Shark, joined Pool Shark, had a growth there. End of November, early December, and then left Pool Shark in April 2024 to work on Omo full time since I got more of my team together, and then just been working on Omo ever since. And then I got like a lot of my newer team, quite recently after we I guess I can't say that quite just yet, but like, did around, but can't talk about it since we
Yeah.
haven't announced it yet. Um, but yeah, my CTO met him in Bangkok. 10 years of experience of leading tech teams, has been doing AI stuff, sold one of his companies, and sold like a fintech AI company in Bangkok. It was like a Web2 company back in like his 20s. One of my founding engineers, Daz, he's been with me since like November 2023, so he's like an OG. Met Sam also back in Bangkok. He's like one of our best like AI agent devs. Joel, Pratham, these guys are like Web3 AI engineers. They're both in India. They're both like 19 and 20. They're pretty cracked. They also love Rust. I basically like nerd sniped him from the Hyperliquid eco. And then Tan, met him quite recently. He's still in retainer, but I'm pretty confident he's going to join the team. Basically got like, he's been doing like he was originally like doing quant trading, but also built out ML models as well for like a Web2 AI company. And then Wilfred, he's a data scientist about to get his PhD, and then he's on retainer as well, but pretty confident he'll join the team as well. And then yeah, he's building like a lot of like the wild labeling stuff, and then Tan is building out like this hype 5 minute forecasting model right now.
Damn, sounds like a pretty fucking crack team.
Yeah.
Why are you doing it? Why do you
Well,
I mean, like, going from like all the things, like, why did you feel like you had to start this?
yeah, I knew that AI agents were going to be really big. I thought that like humans weren't going to sign transactions. Like when I saw like ChatGPT, Claude, and like saw Autonomous, like that was the first framework I was messing around with back in like 2023. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I mean, like I don't think like humans are meant to sign transactions. And then like to take it like one step back is like I saw like the parallels and like the potential business opportunity and like actual like helping people in terms of like combining healthcare and blockchain. And then like Omo itself is like the first primitive of like how we can create like an intra agent communication system where agents can work together and actually help like resolve not only DeFi utilities and shit like that and like social intents, but also like healthcare issues as well. But that's like the longer vision. I started building in blockchain because I saw the parallels and like the potential between blockchain and healthcare. Then I wanted to mix in AI agents with that because I think agents are going to be pretty powerful.
Nice. That's dope. Where'd you get the name from?
Omo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Omo is short for it's a bit of a nerdy answer, right? I like One Piece.
Yeah.
There's like a character named Enel, right, in One Piece, and he's like pretty cool, like villain and shit.
How do you spell it?
He's based off of Enel. And you just search up One Piece, you'll find it. He's a pretty cool character. He's based off of like a mythological creature called Omikane, which is like a Japanese god that's like all knowing and shit like that. And then just Omo for short.
Yes, this I think an iteration of this used to be your PFP, right?
I don't think
No?
so.
No?
It used to be the Omo protocol PFP, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah. That's dope.
Yeah.
And where'd this character come from? The one on the website. Is this your guys' like main character?
Oh, the robots and shit?
Yeah. The like purple. I
Yeah,
fuck with the purple. I think it's
yeah.
dope.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, purple's my favorite color. Yeah, the robots came from like basically just want to make something cute, right? So like looking at like Wally, like the Ava robot, like the white one, and
Yeah.
then there was another like manga that like I'm really into. I'm a nerd, right? So like I don't know if anyone in the chat knows what Berserk is, but like there's like a character named Puck, which is like a little fairy, and he's like cute and shit. So like basically just combine like Puck and like the robot from Wally to create this agent.
Nice. Nice. Cool. I mean, I think that's everything. I mean, I feel like I want to ask. I feel like people's next question might be like, why Hyperliquid first? I feel like I have a good answer in my mind, but if you want to run through like why Hyperliquid, why Neko as like the kind of like first installation of this.
Yeah, for sure. So why Hyperliquid and HyperEVM is that these agents, in my opinion, are gonna bias towards like high throughput chains, in terms of like execution, block STM, parallel execution, all that shit, right? And also just like taking a bet on teams that can actually execute. You know, good friends with like Smokey and like the Mana guys and all these guys, right? Like one thing I see is that like with teams that raise like a bunch of money, they have an execution problem. Um, like respectfully. So yeah, I mean like these guys are just like fuck it, we're gonna do an L1 and like they're probably gonna do an L1 in like 3 weeks roughly.
Yeah. Yeah, it was I'm pretty bullish the hype guys. I've kind of exited it as a trade, but I my thesis in the beginning was like the guys who make like the best app are probably the guys who are going to be making the best chain. But
Yeah, agree.
yeah, we'll see. But I definitely resonate with most of that. There's going to be a lot of chains though. But you don't think if you guys are not I think it's the most surprising is like not that it's not Barachain or Monad or Mega ETH, it's more that it's not Solana. Do you have any reasoning behind that?
Yeah. The reason why not Solana is that it goes back to like the same issue I mentioned earlier. Is that a lot of these teams don't verify smart contracts. So like if they don't have an API endpoint suite that the agent can call, then you can't have agents that write to state.
Mm. And so that limits the functionality of the agent, basically.
Exactly.
Damn, I'm learning fucking a lot today. All right.
That's why you see like 99% of agents on Solana,
Do
they're
the
not
same
really
thing.
doing. Yeah, they're not really doing like on-chain execution. Like the only ones that are doing it's like Griffin. Moby's doing on-chain execution, but Moby's using computer use. Yeah, Griffin, I'm pretty confident that they're just Griffin Wayfinder. Like I'm pretty sure. Like well, Wayfinder is actually creating smart contracts as well. But Wayfinder Griffin, I'm pretty sure. Like in terms of like Solana DeFi, they're just calling API endpoints. They're not actually calling external functions themselves.
So do they have like special access to some API endpoints? Why aren't there like
No,
other chain?
I mean they're public, right? But not everyone like has API endpoints that are fully suited for agents as well.
Mm. What do you think
Some
about this
people just have
Cleopatra one? I was saying early on
sorry.
stream, there's this Cleopatra fund. It's like LPing agent on Solana that just refused to drop a token for like the longest time. And I feel like it's not that difficult of a thing to make an agent that LPs, but I'm just basically armchair dev. Uh, this feels like yeah.
This is on Mantle or Solana?
It's on Solana.
Okay, let me see if I can find it. Can you send me the X screener?
Yeah, they don't have a. I'll send you a Twitter. They don't have a token.
Okay.
Is what I've been
They
like.
don't. Okay.
Yeah. What is
I mean,
Oli?
it depends on like what kind of API they're generating, right? If they're generating like the standard, then they're just like doing a normal strategy, right? It goes back to like the pipeline of like the data and like the proprietary models that you build out as a team, and that's like the key differentiator between agents and apps in this era. That's like how you actually structure the data, right? Because like if you look at Perplexity, right? A lot of people can just like, do the searching themselves and like find the shit, right? But the reason why Perplexity is like getting a moat of users and people like using their service is because they created like a multi-agent like web scraping framework that finds like the latest sources that is able to generate like, concise but like, actionable insights from like, your questions, right? So people like to shit on ChatGPT rappers, but like everything's a fucking rapper. And like
Yeah.
everything's an API rapper. So it's more so about like how you package the product.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. What else? I think that's pretty much it. When should people expect some type of news or things to do? People always want to do something.
Yeah. Not financial advice. Get some money on Hyperliquid.
Yeah.
Get some USDC.
Just keep it there.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
No, in terms of like what's next, I think I'm gonna drop a blog on Neko on like the Neko X account, like probably sometime today or tomorrow. And then just give that a read, and then like yeah, we're looking for spot listing like pretty soon. Can't say the exact dates, but like I'm basically wrapping up like the go to market stuff, getting some market makers, and like setting up like marketing shit as well, and simultaneously my team is just working on like the actual agent functionality.
Nice. Awesome. Cool, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the time.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming on. We'll chat soon. See you. Peace. And well, that was pretty cool. Well, I learned a lot. I didn't know fucking Arc was that cracked. I did not know Arc is that fucking cracked. Dude, Tachi's the same. Is this the same guy from This isn't the PFP for that one blast thing. Oh, they're gonna be on Thread Guy shit tomorrow. They're probably gonna come out with some shit. Damn, best shit in Web 2 and Web 3 is fucking crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Let's do some random chat GBTing. What's the value of... Fuck, no, that's a bad idea. People like to see things get flipped, man. That's the thing. People like to see shit get flipped. Damn. All right, let's get to know. That's really good to know. Russ is just, I mean, but like, damn, I should have asked him more about Python. Shit. I should have asked about more about Python. All right, I've been streaming for way too fucking long. How long has it been? Almost 2 hours. What am I gonna do? We learned a lot there, I'm not gonna lie. Oh fuck. Alright, let's buy some shitters. Alright, Ollie wanted me to open this on stream. Cause he can't fucking help but chill his fart coin bags. And a constant flip between full bear and bull. With 6.6 million bought today, this wallet has already nailed Fartcoin, Luna, and Trump in the past. Has nothing but Fartcoin in it. It's fucking hilarious. Man. Bro, my red line is telling me no. My red line. There's a price that Fartcoin is great. Thing is, the holders are just... Damn, this guy's been painting. Respectfully, but... Damn, he's doubling down. Not really doubling down, but I don't know. Let's see what front running of the friends is talking about. Yeah, this was funny. This is hilarious. If you're Silicon Valley has been and you have 1 week to drop a shitter. Absolutely beautiful call. Let's see what it's at. I'm going to guess 90 mil. Damn, 190. I'm not buying that shit. I am not touching that dog shit. People in the chat are very happy about the, not very, but kind of happy about the little bounce in AI. And they're talking about Barra stuff. Let's see. Do I have anything in this photon? Let's sell for tax purposes. We got 0.6. We gotta turn this into a fucking mill. Nine is decent timing for this. I have this bot that we're gonna try. We just need to wait for it to send something. Keep jelly in. So this is sad. I'm not gonna lie, this is some sad ass shit. This really is just like Silicon Valley has-beens. No! Not Y22, man. Y22, no. He's in jelly. He's in jelly at like 180. Oh no. Godspeed, brother. Godspeed. All right, while we wait, most of my port is Solana USDC. And I bought a little bit of this. I have this line. I want to scoop more at like 10. I should probably set bids. This chart looks horrendous though. And I'm never good at like finding the bottom on these fucking things. Damn, almost pretty cool. I mean, I've seen, which I mentioned I talked to that guy before. I'm not downloading this on the Google Play Store. That's a fucking thing. Maybe. Did you get hit? Am I missing any major news? I'm gonna eat the rest of this while we stare at the pump one. Or this is when this mix gets good. I have no edge in meme scope. I'm waiting for this bot to ring off. Bro, this guy Frank is fucking cooking. People can hate, but this fucker is cooking.
Knowing about him for a minute. Slow Ventures, they're like a big VC. And so I see the tweet and we're just debating if the guy's hacked or not. But then I'm like, where are they getting this screenshot from? Where are you finding that? It must be him. It's literally the shit we talk about
every day.
That's what made it, I was like, why didn't the app be dropped? The Venmo. No, this is insane. Dude, the DD was OP, I'm not gonna lie. Cause I followed this fucking Sam Lesson guy for a minute. I guess I've known about him for a minute. Slow Ventures, they're like a big VC. And so I see the tweet and we're just debating if the guy's hacked or not. But then I'm like, where are they getting this screenshot from? Where are you finding that? It must be him. It's literally the shit we talk about
every day.
That's what made it, I was like, why didn't the app be dropping a coin? But in this world, the internet don't.
Why would an app not be dropping a coin?
On God,
what are you talking about?
That shit.
Alright, chill out.
I saw you posting it.
Fuck, Frank, you're not a fucking human, bro.
This is
Toasting
not
his
the
face.
last. This is not the last one. On God, it's not.
I like this Frank arc, bro. Good for him. Meanwhile, Anthem's... Is he bear posting on the timeline? Yo. Yo, that's fucked. But the people calling him fucking names are assholes, though. These guys are on the grift of a century, I'm not gonna lie. They're cool, though. I like the videos they make. Advertising? Is he taking a shot at them? The thing is, why would you be, again, I'll bring it back to Bear Team. Or any other team. Why would I keep my money? The thing is, it's Hyperliquid too. As much as I love Hyperliquid, bro, people are printing generational wealth on Solana. It's hard to justify having your fucking stable coins anywhere else than on Solana at the moment. Damn. This thing cooked. What the fuck? Yo. I gotta chill with sharing my screen. You know, this guy's cool too. Fuck, this is so good on paper. I really like this one, and I capitulated, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, it's taking a shit. Fucking A. It's hard to keep people's attention, man. This is a knife. Tough one. Seems like a really nice guy. Seems like a really nice guy. Damn. Another one I found cool was Cloudy. I still don't believe they were talking to an actual fucking agent. I feel like that was actually a real person. The reaction time was just ridiculous for that to be not a real person. I gotta stay away from these. Like I just can't call bottoms on these. It's so hard to imagine people rotate back into these kind of things. Oh, I should have asked about hyperbolic too. Y22 is hilarious. I wonder how they plan to like graduate these things from what he described as GitHub, wrapped GitHub tokens to actual usable things. Do you feel like if anything is going to go, it could be these ones from the bottom? Dude, this thing isn't sending any fucking tokens. I think like once something like this runs, it's just derivatives or bullshit. Jelly fart. Oh, my posture is fucking dog shit, man.
Wait, what?
Yo, they migrate a redwood back.
Do they take 50% or do they have 50%?
Wait, what?
Wait, 27%. Yo, what if they send you supply?
27 is fucking ass, bro. Like, it's not 15.
More than more.
Bro, it's 39%, bro.
Imagine, bro, they send you that.
Bro, no way. Like, why?
This is so much money, bro.
Oh my god, this man.
I would say I can only say sell 70. Sold.
Okay, take it.
Everyone sell. I'm gonna one clip and donate all this shit. Install. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can I sell down bullocks? No, I can't. Okay, went through. W.
Oh my god. Wait. Go.
Okay, W donation.
That's nice. Yeah, is she dropping a fucking TA? No. Oh, is this what this fucking guy was talking about earlier? No way this was what was being talked about earlier. It was the sphere guy. This fucking guy. Oh, the W. Can't be this, right? Fuck. Fuck. All right, we're gonna ride with this. Bot sent it. fucking 600. Send it. Let's see. I'm so cooked. Oh, I'm so cooked. Oh, I'm so cooked. Oh, they're nuking it. This bot sucks. This bot fucking sucks. Oh, holy shit. Maybe? I can't buy any more, though. I won't be able to sell. Dude, who's this fucking sniper? Dude, there's a fucking another one. It's that 5 mil. I'm not touching that. Wait, is this actually him? No way this fucking guy drops a token. No way it's this fucking guy actually drops a token. Right? Oh, this is beyond cooked. Holy shit, you fucker. Oh my god, it's over. Spot sucks. There's no way this guy dropped a token. Holy fuck, it just ran to 9. No way it's actually him, right? I'm not touching this with 9 soul. I mean, with 0.25 soul. Oh, maybe we flip it? There's no way. There's no way it's actually him. I'm about to get drained. Check notifications for this fucking guy on, honestly. Quick flip. The thing is, why would Dev sell? It's just not it. So much volume, man. I'm not touching this shit. Give me something else. Might have to top up the challenge wallet, man. No, this is not a challenge wallet, but... Alright, I've been streaming way too long. We're done. We are done. See you guys in like 2 weeks. Ollie's gonna stream next week.
Bitch all on my phone, she like hang too. If I come too, bitch all on my phone, she like hang.